Hey Wargamers, how are you? This is Max again from Malaga Wargames. I'm just making this video because I have already somebody who's saying like nice painting, but unfortunately I can't speak Spanish. And this is a video tutorial that I make talking about the drafts, the first drafts, especially drop pods, grenades, and the ruins. All right, and I just use a setup of my the terrain that I have, and I'm work in progress right now. I have to paint everything like the deserts from Armageddon and paint the ruins and everything. I already set up the first scenario and how it's gonna be, but I'm still working on that. And on this video, I'm just explaining using my own miniatures from my 30k army, my wall eaters. That actually I'm painting them and adding extra units like this command squad uh, to use them as loyal marines. Sometimes I will use them as white scars, other times ultramarines, iron hands from really third foundation chapter. Or yeah, why not blood angels? I will see. I have the four codex. To be honest, I really like to play power armor, and yeah, I'm up to play loyal marines against heretic ones. You never know. If I can't find players for battle reports, I will assemble something with the minis I have. Well, on this video, I'm just explaining a few things. First of all, how to move around ruins uh, with the drafts. We know that. Let's gonna stop this because with the filming, it's complicated. All right. We know that unfortunately, since the new first draft say that we can only pass the buildings through the doors. All right. On on my on my ruins, most of my buildings, the doors are closed. It's supposed that if the door is closed, the door is closed. You cannot pass. All right. I usually use the house rules that if the door is closed, you can open it. You can go inside. So the solution for you, if you have these rules, is just put a mini behind. And as you cannot pass within 1 inch between each other, you just place one model there behind the door, and you can come up and come in as much as you like, and that's gonna stop the other one to get in. So the only way that you can do it is just going around the building. This is good for infantry. It's gonna give you more playable, all right, more way, more fluff to stay on the top of the hills, on the top of the ruins, because now with the motorbikes you just cannot just go straight and charge. You have to go all around or get the point of view. So if you are right now here, you cannot see them on the top floor, so you have to charge them from the motorbike behind. Maybe on behind is like this here, so you have to add the 6 inches for 2 floors, plus I don't know, another 6 inches, so it's gonna be 12, and that's gonna be a long distance, so it's gonna give you survivability on your units. Another thing that is an advantage is for the players who used to play with jump packs. Now jump packs is a good solution because you just jump over the building and you can go straight, so you save distance. Yeah, you have to do the dangerous terrain, but you're gonna have to do it anyway unless you are a skilled rider, so it's good. Alright, so that's the explanation for the ruins. um, Another explanation for the ruins that I add on this draft is on this video, sorry, is about the move through cover. Now it say as well that move through cover, it say you ignore the negativity of the movement, but it doesn't say that you ignore the restrictions about your initiative is 1. So for example, if I'm charging with my corn dogs or my spawns, they have move through cover because they are beasts, but now they charge with initiative 1 on the first turn because I'm charging over covers most of the time. Alright, so now it's quite important use units with grenades. Motorbikes, they have grenades. Grenades Terminator, they have grenades. Infantry, usually they have grenades, but for example, I don't know, Space Wolves puppies, they are missing the grenades. The cyber wolves, the space wolves, the normal ones, the doggies, they don't have grenades because they are beasts. So those things, are important. Okay, so now let's go for the cheesy thing. The cheesy thing is the drop pods. All right, we have here. This is one of my drop pods from my. Let's go back. Let's see if I can find the drop pod. Okay, let's gonna explain. The draft say that the all well. First of all, you have to count your drop pod as you assemble them. So if you glue all the doors, you glue all the doors. If you have all the doors open, you have all the doors open, and everything is count as the hull of the vehicle. All right. So this means that if you have all the doors open and you charge with your marines, you are gonna add 3 inches to the movement, which means that you can deploy 9 inches from the main hull of the drop pod, which is a huge advantage. Because if you misplace on the drop pod and you move a few inches, you're gonna be able to recover it. Let's gonna leave it. Pause. Okay. You're gonna be, if you just, now it's gonna be 9 inches from here. Oh, come on, stop it. Bloody YouTube. Internet connection shut. Stop it now. Oh, please, come on. Okay, as we say, you count 9 inches from the main hull. The main hull is this one, alright? That's the. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, that's an advantage for you as a player, for movement, and disadvantage for the other one because you are gonna have more chances to hit on the target. All right. As this is count everything as a part of the vehicle, this means that you cannot pass through it. All right, you cannot just deploy your drop pod, drop your marines, and then walk over the doors. You can't do it that anymore. You have to go 1 inch around. All right, and for you as a player and for the other one as well, because this is immobilized. So it drops, immobilized, and then you're fucked. If you disembark from the back, just go contingency measure. Just go on defensive. If you go from the front, you have now a wall behind you. This is good when you have a couple of ruins. If you see this video fully, I'm gonna explain like the scenarios that you have a couple of ruins, for example, and you just make a drop pod to block the terrain, and you have, for example, a formation, a squadron of vindicators behind you. So this cell is gonna ignore cover, so they are gonna shoot ignoring cover, and they are gonna get the cover from the ruins plus the drop pod. If you have the drop pod with the doors glued, alright, and you just leave one open, for example, that's playing like an asshole, to be honest. But you can drop, for example, a dreadnought, and you can hide it behind the drop pod and make the opponent to just don't see the dreadnought, so they have to blow up the drop pod. Alright, and it's still a armor 12, and sometimes it's not easy to blow it up. Alright, it's cheesy, to be honest. Okay, another good advantage for your opponent. It's supposed that when this drops, you have to open the doors, which means that if you get it close to the table edge, it can get out, because if a part of the hull is out of the table edge, it's a mishap. Alright, so now you have to count even more distance. If before you were counting like 7 inches, now you are gonna have to count, I don't know, around 10, 11 inches, from the table edge. or just play jackpot and get the bull eye. If you got the bull eye, that's it, no problem, easy cheesy. Okay, now we were talking about different ways around this area, different ways of using drop pods. Everybody that is asked about drop pods, they will tell you always taking on impar numbers, which means one drop pod, three drop pods, five drop pods, seven drop pods, 11 drop pods. Why? Because you have to display at the beginning of the game. On the first turn you have to display half of them, always on the average plus up. So if you have three, you can always have to deploy two, and then the second one, the third one, sorry, is coming on reserves, 3 plus, or if you go any modifier, any unbalance on that. Well, this is good and this is bad. This is good because with the new formations, you can, with the new rules, you can make huge different barriers. You can use them to block the enemy, just stand two or three and making like a barrier, and you can drop your marines behind or at the front, and use like two or three walls, before they reach your troops, or they reach the marker that you are defending, or the marker that you want to get. You can use them defensive. You can just bubble around your vehicles or whatever, and now as this is bigger, it cover more area, which is nice, to be honest. An advantage for your opponent is like this is part of the hull as well, which means if I have my marines here, let's say 6 inches to the door and 9 inches to the main hull, now I only have to charge 6 inches to the door straight away, which is gonna be a huge difference, because now more and more drop pods are gonna blow up on close combats for sure, because there's gonna be more and more enemies that are gonna manage to grab the drop pods easily, to be honest. So you have to think about these drops, make your ideas and publish to Games Workshop. If you just say like, this drop is bullshit, I'm not gonna play it, okay, yeah, good, but maybe you don't play it, Games Workshop doesn't get any feedback, and they say like, okay, it's working, nobody complain, it's working. Let's go to put it on the manual on 8th, yeah, and then all of you are gonna cry like bitches, So good luck. What can I say? All right. Last thing we want to talk about, the survivability of these drop pods. As we say, now they're gonna blow up more on combat, but this shit is still armor 12. Now there is another draft: grenades. Now in close combat we can only use one grenade per unit. I need to investigate if it's one grenade per unit, and independent characters has another option, like for example if you got a captain and a tactical unit and they are together, as the captain being an independent character, he can throw another grenade, or maybe not. I have to check it out because I don't know, to be honest. And it's a quite interesting question, because they have, independent characters, they have a lot of special rules, so you never know. The good advantage is gonna be like space puppies with a lot of strength 10 hammers or fist. They are gonna smash this shit, and they can maybe take 2 or 3, because you are gonna sit them close it, so they can just get more in the same turn, which is nice. This is what makes more or less things balanced. This game is not balanced. If you want to play a balanced game, go and play chess. What can I say, man? This is an evolutive game, yeah, sometimes it takes too much time for some codecs to get some expansion or some improvement to reach the rest of them, which is why many people is getting pissed off, and then there is so many codecs that they got too much advantage, but it's a point of view for you to just improve yourself with your army and try to make as much as possible as you can. Yeah, it's my point of view. Of course, I'm playing chaos from, I don't know, 1992. All right, so I know what's been on the top codecs and been fucked up for years. All right, and I never changed. I'm still playing chaos, but I'm playing chaos on the way that I can just do something in the meanwhile. If I have to get some demons allies, or I have to ally myself with another combines our detachment, or I have to take a cycle of Cabal, or I have to lick the ass of Abaddon. Well, you know, it's just for playing and gaming, so you do it and that's it. Okay, I think I covered everything from this video in a little bit less of time because I make a resume, and here on this video I explain many things for especially for new players. I hope it really helped you a little bit on the explanation. Thanks in advance for the people who say like nice painting jobs and everything. I'm really sorry that it's not in English, but this channel is mainly on Spanish for the reason of getting more and more people from the area, especially from Spain and all the Spanish countries, to be honest, in the game and in the cheese, in the fluffy, because there is no many official good YouTube channels in Spanish. All right, and I'm gonna make it in English because for me it's not a problem. Yeah, and sometimes I have to think about how to say things or everything, but on my job I'm all the time mainly speaking in English. So for me, it's more or less okay doing this stuff, and I'm watching a lot of bad reps and many painting tutorials and many shit from YouTube in English. So I'm used to, and I'm getting easier and easier with the words. But on these is things that I think they are interesting, and bad reps. I'm gonna make it as well, bad reps on English, or just double them on English from the Spanish one. Well, yeah, I think I can spend a little bit of my time on this. So, guys, thank you for your support. I hope you like it. If you like it, just thumbs up as usual. And please subscribe and comment and share these videos and share this channel. I'm just started with this shit on on foreign language 2 or 3 days ago, but I'm glad that people from outside Spain already having a look on my channel. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the stuff, and happy wargaming. See ya.